Hello, beautiful friends. Susie with Life Flow Yoga here. I am a Kundalini yoga teacher in training with Yoga Vision. I have a special Kriya for you today. It's self-adjustment of the spine, and it requires a little bit of balance, a little bit of leg strength, something that we can all probably work on a little bit. And there are modifications for the most difficult, challenging portions of the Kriya. So it's going to be fun, and it's a very good Kriya for adjusting the spine and strengthening the spine and relaxing the muscles around the spine. So this is going to be a great little Kriya, and it's a pretty quick Kriya, so I think you'll appreciate that as well. So as with always, Kundalini yoga practice has 7 portions. The first is tuning in with the Adi mantra, which is Om Namo Gurudev Namo, calling on our highest consciousness to be present for our practice. Following that, we will do a short pranayama or some breath work, a few warm-up exercises, the Kriya, a relaxation, a meditation, and then we'll close out the practice. So if you will, bring your palms together at the center of your chest. We will begin by tuning in with the Adi mantra, which is again Om Namo Gurudev Namo. This is in the ancient language of Gurmukhi, and it's calling on our highest consciousness to be present during this practice. So we'll begin by inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose, and our focus is going to be at the third eye. So close your eyes and inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale fully through the nose. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale fully through the nose. And one last time, and we'll begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deeply. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. One last time, inhale deeply. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deeply and hold the breath. Exhale fully. Gently, gracefully lower your hands to your lap. And now we're going to begin with the pranayama or breath work. And for this, we will be doing what is called segmented breathing. So we're going to inhale in sniffs in equal parts and exhale in sniffs in equal parts. And for today's practice, it will be an 8-part inhalation and an 8-part exhalation. And this is really good for calming the mind and getting us nice and focused for the practice today. So we will begin by sniffing, inhaling 8 sniffs through the nose. They need to be relatively equal in parts. It makes it much easier, so it'll be like this. And then exhaling in 8 parts as well. Okay. So we will be repeating this pattern. We're only going to be here for 1 minute. Inhale 8 sniffs, exhale 8 sniffs, and let's begin. Inhale deeply through the nose. Suspend the breath, hold the breath. Exhale fully through the nose. Excellent job. So for our warm-up exercises today, we will be beginning with butterflies. And for butterflies, we'll be bringing our bottoms of our feet together in front of us, sitting with a nice tall straight spine and holding on to our toes. We're going to begin flapping our legs up and down like a butterfly wings. And we will be here for 1 minute, and let's begin. You can either keep your eyes open or you can gaze at the third eye. And the breathing for this is going to be at your own pace. I would suggest long, slow breathing, inhaling to the count of 4, exhaling to the count of 4, but you can kind of go at your own pace with that. And again, we will be here for only 1 minute, and we are getting close to the halfway mark already. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. Butterflies is an excellent exercise to relax the thighs and the hips, and we're going to need a little help with that with today's practice. You're doing a great job. Keep going at your own pace. Inhale deeply and use your forearms to gently press down against your shins to further this stretch just a little bit. Excellent job. Sit here and notice how you're feeling. Great work. The next warm-up exercise we're going to do is cat and cow. And so for this exercise, we're going to be coming on to our knees and our hands, our wrists. If that is not workable for you, an option would be to, rather than open hand, come down with fists. And if that's not an option for you, you can actually remain in easy pose, and you can do spinal flex, sort of moving from the pelvic area. So it's a lower back spinal flex. So if you can't do cat and cow, do this instead. And if you happen to be doing this method, then inhale through the nose as you come forward, exhale through the nose as you come back. And with this, you want to try to keep your head and chin at the same level. So kind of a consistent, we're not looking up, we're not looking down, we're just trying to keep our head in place. But for everyone else, come on, swing your legs around to the right and go ahead and come into tabletop position. And for this, we're going to have a nice wide spread if we're using our hands open. Again, you can also come down on fists if that's more comfortable for you. And for this exercise, we're going to be inhaling and arching our back. And we're going to be looking at our thighs. And as we exhale, we're going to be lowering our stomach, our abdomen, and we're going to be looking up. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And we will be here for 1 minute, and you may begin. Cat and cow is a very good exercise for loosening up the spine and getting it ready for the practice today, which is self-adjustment of the spine. So this will be a very helpful warm-up exercise for us. It also helps get the spinal fluid moving, which is always a good thing in Kundalini Yoga. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. We are about halfway there. Good job. Just under 10 seconds left to go. Inhale deeply and find a nice neutral straight spine. Hold the breath. Exhale fully. Okay. So now we're going to do triangle pose. And so remaining in tabletop position, we're going to turn our toes over so that the pads of our toes are touching the floor. And we're going to lift up and push back. And we're going to, your feet should remain flat on the floor along with your hands. And we're just going to do some nice slow deep breathing here. So inhale to the count of 4. Exhale to the count of 4. And continue. We will be here for 1 minute. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. Triangle pose is really good to aid in digestion. And it's also a nice good body stretch. It stretches the back of the legs as well as the spine. So it's a really good stretch. Inhaling to the count of 4, exhaling to the count of 4 through the nose. Nice, slow, deep breathing. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. Inhale deeply and squeeze root lock, squeeze sexual organs, and squeeze your solar plexus. Hold the breath. Exhale fully and come to a seated position on the floor. Come back down into easy pose. And just sit here for a moment and notice how you're feeling. Notice any sensations in the body. Okay, at this time we're going to begin the Kriya. So if you will swing your legs around to the right, come back into tabletop. Then we're going to turn our toes over so that the pads of our toes are on the floor. We're going to push ourselves up into triangle pose again. So we'll be in triangle pose. And then we're going to slowly walk our hands toward our feet. We're going to grasp our elbows, and inhale. And as we inhale, we're going to slowly stand up into a completely standing position. So the first portion of this Kriya is tree pose. And for tree pose, there's a couple of options. The first option is to just kind of place you can't really see my feet, but just sort of place your right foot against your left ankle. And we'll start in prayer pose, which is palms together at the center of the chest. If you can do a little bit more, you can actually place your right leg on your left leg, about right under the kneecap. The full expression is actually with the right leg or heel facing up, positioned on the left pubic bone. I cannot achieve that, and I actually have an easier time raising my left leg to a higher position closer to the groin area. But anyway, you can also rest your, don't worry if it takes a little while to get this down. It does require some strength in the leg, and it also requires some balance. You could also use a chair to kind of steady yourself into the beginning position. I'm stubborn though, so I'm going to keep at it. So from here, we're going to be placing this mudra in front of our chest, and then we're going to raise it straight above our head. We're going to be here for 1 minute, and it's just nice, long, deep breath. So go ahead and begin. And remember, you've got options. If that groin area is too much, just simply rest your right heel against your left ankle, or raise it to just under the knee, or you can come all the way up into the groin if you can get it, get your foot up there. And let's begin. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. Nice, slow, deep breathing here. Whichever option works best for you, that is the option you should go with. Also, if keeping the hands up directly above the head is too much, you can lower the mudra and keep your hands right in front of your chest. That's fine too. Inhale deeply, hold the breath. Exhale fully and come out of the posture. And now we're going to be doing the same thing with the opposite leg. So we're going to be using our right leg to hold us up, and we're going to be placing the left leg wherever we can place it, coming back into the prayer mudra, and then raising it above the head. And inhaling to the count of 4, exhaling to the count of 4. Nice, long, slow, deep breathing. We will be here for 1 minute. And let's begin. It's also helpful if you will find a focal point in the distance to focus on. It almost gives us like another little point of stability. But don't worry about how you look or whether or not you can keep your balance the entire time. It's a practice, not a perfect, and this will definitely improve over time. Keep up the good work. If holding the mudra up above your head is too much, you can lower it to chest center. And remember, you've got options on the leg placement as well. Inhale deeply and hold the breath. Exhale fully and gently come out of tree pose. Excellent job. For the next portion of the Kriya, we're going to do crow squats. And for this, we're going to interlace our hands and we're going to place them on top of our head. Let's see, let's turn this way. What we're going to be doing is coming down into a squat as low as we can and then coming right back up. Keeping our hands on top of our head while we're doing so. We will be here for 2 minutes and let's begin. We're also inhaling as we come up out of the squat and exhaling as we're lowering into the squat. Try to do your best. Inhaling as you come out of the squat and exhaling into the squat. Excellent job. Keep up the good work. We have just about a minute left to go. You're doing a great job. You can go at your own pace with crow squats as well. The slower the movement, the more it'll build muscle in the legs. The quicker the movement, the better it is for the heart. You pick. Either is fine. Or even a combination. Inhale deeply and come to standing. Hold the breath. Exhale fully and relax. If you find that you're a little bit out of breath, you can do 3 quick sniffs through the nose and 1 long exhalation through the mouth, like this. And do that a couple of times, and I think you'll find that your blood pressure and your heart rate come down. Excellent work. So the next portion of this practice is called buttock bounce. And what we will be doing here is coming back down into sort of a squat, but we're going to interlace our arms around our legs, and then we're going to bounce 11 times, and then we're going to come back up to standing, and we're going to rest for 5 seconds, and then we're going to go back down into the bounce. Stand up for 5 seconds, and we'll be repeating this. We'll be here for 2 minutes, and you may begin now. So, coming down and wrapping your arms around, bouncing 11 times. And then standing up for 5 seconds. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. Excellent job. Keep up the good work and go at your own pace. Squatting down, wrapping the hands around, bouncing the buttocks 11 times. And then standing for 5 seconds. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. We have just under a minute left. Everyone's doing a great job. This Kriya will definitely heat up the body and increase the metabolism as well. Just about 30 seconds left to go. You're doing great. Keep up the good work. Remembering to wrap and bounce 11 times. And then come back up into your standing position. Inhale deeply and hold the breath. Exhale fully. And now we're going to come back into a seated position for about 30 seconds to relax, give a little rest. Following that portion of the Kriya. So we'll be here for 30 seconds. Enjoy this brief rest. Everyone's doing an excellent job. All right. So for the final portion of the Kriya, we're going to come back into standing. So swinging our legs to the right, coming back into tabletop, turning our toes over so that the pads of our feet are on the floor, pushing back, and then slowly, gently rolling our spine up into a nice, tall, standing position. So for this portion of the Kriya, this will be the last exercise in this Kriya, and it's called side stretch. And so we will be taking a very wide legged stance here. And what we're going to do is we're going to reach down with our left arm, either coming to the shin, coming to the top of the foot, or coming all the way to the floor. And we'll be looking up at our right hand as we do this. Inhaling through the nose to the count of 4, exhaling to the count of 4, and then we're going to switch sides. Again, looking up at our left hand, and we're just going to be here for 1 minute, just kind of going back and forth. So inhale, exhale, and then switch legs. And continue. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. This is a very good stretch for opening up the side area, the muscles along the side of the spine. And you want to keep your upper torso relatively straight and upright. So doing a great job. Inhale deeply and hold the breath. Exhale fully and come back into a nice standing position. Great job, everyone. You did an excellent job. Now let's come back into a seated position so we can begin our relaxation. So we're going to put our palms together in prayer pose, and we're going to lower ourselves with our legs, place our hands on the floor, and come back into easy pose. And now I invite you to straighten out your legs and lean back, and go ahead and take yourself into a nice lying down position and corpse pose on your back, on your mat. And we will have a 3-minute relaxation here. Close your eyes, spread your legs slightly, have your palms at your side, palms facing up. Relax, press your back into the mat. Feel that you're supported by the ground. And just relax and enjoy this time. You have done the work to earn it. And now go in opposite directions. Rub the palms of your hands together vigorously. And place your palms over your eyes, gently waking up those optic nerves. And now put your knees together and lower them to the left side. Stretch out your arms into a T position and turn your head to the right. So your knees are going to the left, your head is going to the right for a nice little cat stretch. And then come to center with your knees and with your head. And we're going to lower the knees to the right side, turning our head to the left, and giving that a nice little cat stretch. And then inhale, come back to center. And then lower your legs, your knees to the right. So lower them to the right. And then use your right arm to come back into a seated position on the mat. We will begin the meditation, and it's a meditation for calm heart. And so for this meditation, we will be placing our left hand on our heart center with our fingers spread wide, our thumb pointing directly up toward our chin. And then we're going to place our index finger and thumb together on our right hand for the Gyan Mudra. And we will be holding this up as though we are taking an oath. And for this meditation, we will be closing our eyes, focusing on the third eye point, which is in between the eyebrows and slightly above. And we're going to inhale as long as we can, hold the breath as long as we can, exhale fully, hold the breath as long as we can hold it, and then inhale and repeat. So it's a very simple breathing pattern, and it will be very good at calming things down after this workout. So let's begin. Inhale deeply. Hold the breath. Exhale fully. Hold the breath out. And then inhale when you need to, repeating the pattern. So you'll be going at your own pace. Just remember to inhale completely. Hold the breath as long as you can without passing out. Exhale fully. Hold the breath out as long as you can without passing out. Inhale. Find a rhythm that works with your body. You're doing a great job. We have just under a minute left. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. Inhale deeply and hold the breath. Exhale fully and gently, gracefully lower your hands back down to your knees. Excellent work today. So we'll be closing out our practice today with a long sat, short nam. Truth is my name, and we will be repeating this 3 times. So bring your palms together at the center of your chest, sitting with a nice tall straight spine. Close your eyes and focus on the third eye. Inhale through the nose deeply. Exhale through the nose fully. Inhale through the nose and let's begin. Sat Nam. Inhale through the nose. Sat Nam. One last time. Inhale deeply. Sat Nam. Sat Nam is Gurmukhi for Truth is my name. Thank you for joining me. Place your fingertips to your forehead. Bow in reverence to your practice. Placing your palms down on the floor, bring your forehead to the floor to ground out your practice. Sat Nam.